So the Lakers win the tip. Jhonson with it. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Jordan is out there with Jackson. Then it's Pippen. Then there's Grant. And it's Cartwright in at the center position. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
He is just always a step ahead of the defense. Magic runs this offense with absolute precision.
It's Pippen on the wing. Worthy defending. Cartwright the pass to Pippen. Lets it go from deep. A rebound by the Lakers. And they're moving up. Scott dishes to Worthy. Down low. There's D-Box. Perkins, big smooth, gets it to drop.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game.
Jordan kicks the Pippen. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Inside, it's stolen by D-Box. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Worthy. A huge shot by Worthy.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the... ball up the court.
It amazes me how quickly you can change ends. You've got to be prepared to sprint the floor.
Back to Jordan. Now the pass to Maxson. Here's Pippen. Here's Cartwright. Nice D from D-Box.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Worthy the pass to Jhonson. Here's Perkins. He left trying to free himself. No good from Perkins. Bulls still looking like they're getting going. Looking for the first basket of the game. Here's Jordan, and it's blocked by Scott.
Scorers here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching.
Magic knocks it down. He shot 52% from the field in his years with the Lakers.
Se inscrevam no canal, galera. Deixa o like, tamo junto.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside Jordan. Back to Pippen. It's tipped. And here comes the break. Yep, it counts.
The ball on this run has been fantastic. It's a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Bulls trail by 10. Pass to Brent. Can they get it? Here's Cartwright. You can't hit that time. And the Lakers take it the other way.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Yeah, here are the Bulls now. Grant with the ball. And Worthy picks him up defensively. And three from Jordan drills the three-pointer.
And wasn't really a long-distance shooter in college. Jordan really worked on his range ever since being drafted.
Now here's Jhonson. Outside Worthy. And Scott now, top of the key. Looking for Perkins. He gets it there. Jhonson, a wide open look. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good. Worthy against Maxson. Now Jhonson. And now here's Jhonson. Cross-court chance. Scott. Good. Scott's got his second basket.
And the insane peripheral vision there. If anyone's open, even for an instant, Magic's gonna find you.
Now here's Jordan. And it's the Lakers on the break. The free ball. And Byron Scott with the three. Scott snaps up.
Hey guys, you have to say this run really triggered by their transition offense.
Cartwright the pass to Jordan. Grant gets to Jordan. Pass at the Cart. Pippen with it. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Shot clock at 6. And the shot goes in.
And you can see how Grant loves to take on that defense inside. Even when they're up on him, he just seems to muscle through for those shots.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. And Los Angeles with some changes. Thompson is checked in for Device. Green comes in for Sam Perkins. And Drew subbed in for Scott. Chicago also making some changes. Kings checked in for Carter, who comes in for Horace Grant. And B.J. Armstrong has subbed in for Paxson. In transition, here come the Bulls. Jumps up, and the dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan just glides up the court. It's kind of deceptive. Doesn't look like he's running as fast as he really is.
59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Drew, guarded by Jordan. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Here's King. That one's not going to go. Good D by Johnson. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 17-7 run. Johnson for 3. That one, no good. And it's Chicago the other way. King, the pass to Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Yeah, reading the defense, knowing exactly what's needed at each moment. That's one of Jordan's unsung talents.
Johnson against Pippen. Johnson up top. And the open is Thompson. That one dropped for a second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Man, the body control and focus. I mean, Jordan able to draw the foul and still finish the basket.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Jordan, no good on the free throw.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better. Mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We come back right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for Chicago right now, Pippen is out there at Purdue. Then it's King. And it's Michael Jordan. And it's Armstrong in at the point. And here is Los Angeles now. Following a 3-point basket by Chicago. Evans is checked in for Chicago. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Here's Drew. He's covered by Armstrong. And Green gets it to go.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Bulls trail by 7. Jordan, the pass to Livingston. It's Jordan on the wing. Guarded by Green. From the baseline, it's Chicago with another bucket. here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And the Lakers call time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Campbell kicks to Johnson. To the middle. A reverse. Here's Drew. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. And the Lakers making a change here. Scott's checked in. And so he hits both. Bulls trail by 7. Jordan inside. Looking on Green.
And right there, you see how quickly MJ gets into the air. Yet another one of his natural gifts.
And so it's the Lakers with it. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Drew, guarded by Jordan. Good in the shot. And the Lakers lead by 7.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
A shot by Jordan, no good. Scott with the ball. He's picked up by Pippen. Knocked away. Here's the break. Here's Armstrong. Oh, that's blocked. He's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Divac is checked in for the Lakers. Perkins comes in for Green. Chicago also making some changes. Horace Grant, he's checked in for Purdue. And it's Paxson in for Jordan. Pippen against Worthy. Pippen dishes to Grant. Pass to Livingston. Back to Grant. 4 on the clock. Count it. Good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Lakers leading by 5. Here's Drew. Tips it up. The basket there by Sam Perkins.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you only have that gentle touch. Those chip-ins are easy to come by.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam. You're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Lakers passing it around. Now here's Perkins. He's covered closely. Here's Worthy. Leading with a nice touch off the glass. Worthy's got his second basket of the game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
Here's Los Angeles now. Leading by 5. James Worthy on the way. It's Samart, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the call. Chicago the foul.
One of the most feared, versatile scorers at that forward position. Big game James always seems to make the most out of any situation.
And the first one drops. And Los Angeles with some changes. Thompson's checked in for Perkins. And it's Johnson in for Drew. And Chicago also making a switch. Cartwright's checked in for Livingston.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Here's Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
And, you know, that level of physicality that Grant brings inside is awesome to watch. He does a great job with finishing with that power above the rim.
Now here's Johnson. It's good. Johnson's got 6.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Bulls trail by 7. And there's the pass to Armstrong. Cartwright with it to the paint. Thompson comes with the double team. No good from Grant.
And hard work on the glass once again, guys. And they put a lot of effort and focus on the back wall.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Pass to Cook. And here's Paxson. Outside Pippen. Pass to Paxson. Now Grant. He's covered by Thompson. Now Cartwright. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Partida. Bulls shoot their second and third free throws tonight. That free throw missing.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that.
Absolutely. Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Kings check in for Grant. And Michael Jordan subbed in for Pippen. Second shot opportunity. King with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Green's checked in for the Lakers. Bulls trail by 7. Pass to Cartwright. To the inside. Here's Armstrong. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. So it's the Lakers now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. They tried by Worthy. That one goes in. Worthy's got 6 here in this quarter.
Hard not to be a fan of the way Worthy plays. And you see the quickness and agility there on the drive.
The shot's good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Johnson, the pass to Thompson. Worthy with it. Seconds left in the first half of basketball. And the basket by Johnson.
Now, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And the pass to Green. Got it. Good job in the low post. Green's got 6. 6 seconds left now here in the second. From deep, Jordan. Unbelievable.
Can't do it much better than that right before the clock expires.
What a way to seize momentum. Can it carry over into the next quarter? Beautifully done.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well on this one. A great performance from the field. Back right after the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson along with the Lakers team ready to play. A smoldering performance for them early as they shut down everything defensively and were clicking on offense, going 10-0 to start. Looking at the scoring breakdown, they ended up going wire to wire in the first quarter. Never once did they have resistance. In the second quarter, they faced greater resistance, but rose to the occasion to take the same 8-point advantage into the half. Shaq, what you think about the Lakers?
The difference to me has been their offense and paint. They've had a mismatch.
And
if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
He had a fast pass in the lane that first half. got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
Perkins is out there with Worthy. Then it's Magic Jhonson. Then it's D-Box. And it's Scott in at the 2. That's the Laker 5. And here's Jordan outside. And it's Perkins with the rebound. Perkins has his 4th rebound in this game. And it's Scott with the jam.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Pass to Parte. That's a nice ball movement here by Chicago. And he lays it straight in.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the court.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 8-point game. Over Pippen. Shot by Johnson, no good.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of order.
We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And that'll give him a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
And here is Johnson. He's got 8. Timeout called the Lakers. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of the game, you have to stay hydrated.
And out of bounds in Chicago gains possession. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Down low. Shot is good when the Los Angeles leads. Cut down to 6 in the bucket from Cartwright.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint. And this sort of a grind it out game.
To the paint. Here's D-Box. It's good off the beautiful no-look pass from Magic Jhonson.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Chicago calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotation, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Drew's checked in for Scott. And Chicago also making a switch. Livingston's checked in. When they move around him, and it's good.
Well, that's somebody who sees the whole floor and delivers it to the perfect wide open shooter.